Klein Tools is a billion-dollar manufacturer. It has been family-owned since 1857. It has never closed a factory and moved jobs overseas. Its linemen's pliers are the tool that professional electricians reach for so automatically that asking them why is like asking someone why they reach for the same coffee mug every morning. And if you want to understand where a company like that belongs in American retail, and why the answer is not necessarily the biggest store in the biggest parking lot, you have to understand what Klein Tools actually is, and what Ace Hardware actually is, and why the two of them fit together in a way that no big box floor plan ever quite could. Most people assume Klein lives at Home Depot or Lowe's, because that is where most people assume serious professional tools are sold. And it is true that Klein has had a presence at both. But the channel where Klein's customer experience aligns most naturally with the store's culture has always been the independently owned hardware store, and specifically Ace Hardware, the largest retailer-owned cooperative in the United States. That alignment is not incidental. It is structural, and the structure goes back more than 160 years on Klein's side and exactly 100 years on Ace's side. This is the story of why a brand built by a German immigrant in a Chicago Ford shop in 1857 ended up fitting perfectly inside a store where the owner behind the counter has a financial stake in whether you come back. To understand why Klein fits where it fits, you have to start at the beginning. In 1857, a German immigrant named Matthias Klein set up a blacksmith shop in Chicago's downtown business district. The communications industry at that moment was telegraph wires strung on wooden poles. Linemen who installed and maintained those wires needed tools that would hold up under the physical demands of the work, and the tools available to them frequently didn't. A lineman came to Klein with a broken pair of side-cutting pliers and asked if he could forge a new half and rivet it to the old one. Klein did it. The lineman went on his way. Then the lineman came back. The original half of the pliers had now broken too. Klein forged the second half, producing the first complete pair of Klein pliers. Word spread the way word spread among tradespeople in the 1800s, through the network of linemen who depended on each other's recommendations for their livelihoods. That is still how Klein Tools spread today, not through advertising spend or category placement on a planogram, but through the professional trades community. Electricians telling other electricians, linemen telling linemen. The company grew through the telegraph era, into the telephone era, and into the electrical era, and at each stage the core customer was the same, the professional who could not afford for the tool to fail. Klein became the default, not through marketing but through performance and through the simple fact that when something went wrong with a Klein tool, the company stood behind it. Ace Hardware is not what most people think it is. Most people experience Ace as a neighborhood hardware store, smaller than Home Depot, easier to navigate, staffed by people who actually answer questions, and they file it mentally as a smaller version of the big box. That is not what Ace is. Ace Hardware is a retailer-owned cooperative. Founded in 1924 in Chicago by 5 independent hardware store owners who wanted collective buying power without surrendering their independence. The cooperative structure means each store owner is not a franchisee paying royalties to a corporation. Each store owner is a shareholder. They own the brand. They own a piece of the company itself. When Ace Hardware passes $1 billion in wholesale sales, which it did in 1985, the profits flow back to the store owners as dividends. In 2020, Ace paid out $289 million in dividends to its retailers, up 33% from the prior year. The system rewards the store owners for the collective success of the whole, not just the individual location. That ownership structure does something that no corporate staffing model can replicate. When you walk into an Ace Hardware store and ask a technical question, the person answering you works for someone who has a financial stake in whether you get a correct answer and come back. Ace Hardware has ranked above Home Depot in J.D. Power's U.S. Home Improvement Retailer Satisfaction Study consistently. ranking first for 10 consecutive years before the ranking shifted as the measurement criteria evolved. The gap is specifically attributed to knowledgeable staff and personalized service. That is not an accident of hiring. It is a direct result of the ownership structure. The locally owned operator selects staff who know the product because the locally owned operator's livelihood depends on those interactions going well. ACE also gives each store owner the flexibility to curate approximately 20% of the merchandise mix to match local trade communities. A store in a neighborhood with a dense electrician population will stock Klein lineman's pliers the way a sporting goods store in a fishing town stocks specific lure patterns. Not because corporate told them to, but because the store owner knows who walks through the door and what those people need. Klein Tools' customer is the professional tradesperson. Ace Hardware's store owner is, functionally, the local expert who serves that tradesperson and has every financial incentive to serve them well. The match is not incidental. It is two business models built on the same underlying premise, that the person who owns the outcome does it better than the person who is merely employed to perform it. Here is what connects these two companies at a level deeper than a retail agreement. Klein Tools has never been sold. It has been run by direct descendants of Matthias Klein for all 6 generations since 1857. The company's vice president of marketing stated specifically, "We have never closed a factory and moved jobs overseas, and we would never do that." Klein's manufacturing base is in Mansfield, Texas, where the company has invested over $100 million in expanding U.S. production, adding 300,000 square feet of manufacturing space in 2015 alone, and another 270,000 square feet of distribution in 2020. The company is not managed for quarterly earnings. It is managed for the next generation of the Klein family, which means decisions are made on a time horizon that most corporate tool brands do not use. Ace Hardware is managed on essentially the same time horizon. The cooperative structure is not optimized for short-term extraction. It is optimized for the long-term health of each independently owned location, because the locations are the company. The store owner in a town who has built a relationship with the local electricians over 20 years is not interchangeable with a corporate planogram. That relationship is the business. When Klein Tools needs its tools to be explained to a professional customer by someone who understands what lineman's pliers actually do and why the steel matters, that person is more likely to be standing behind the counter at an Ace Hardware than on a warehouse floor at Home Depot, where the product is one of 50,000 SKUs competing for floor space. There is a detail worth landing on here, because it is the kind of thing that gets lost in the noise of retail partnerships and SKU counts. Klein Tools was founded 5 years before the Civil War. It supplied tools to the linemen who built the Telegraph network that made rapid communication possible in that war. It supplied tools to the linemen who built the telephone network. It supplied tools to the electricians who wired the houses of the 20th century. It is, by founding date, one of the oldest American manufacturing companies still operating in its original business, still owned by the family that started it, still making the same category of tool it made the first week it opened. Ace Hardware has been operating as a cooperative for over 50 years. 75% of the U.S. population is within 15 minutes of an Ace location. Neither of these companies is trying to be the biggest. Both of them have lasted by being the most useful to the specific customer they were built to serve. That is not a coincidence. It is a strategy, and it is still working. If this changed how you think about where tool brands belong and why, subscribe. There are more of these stories, and the best ones are always hiding inside the structure of a business that most people walk past without thinking about what's actually holding it together.